Do you remember the drama surrounding Shedeur Sanders at the recent NFL draft? The anticipation, the expectation that he would be an early pick, maybe in the first round, or early in the second, and then, the surprise, the disappointment as his name kept sliding past the third round, the fourth round, until the Cleveland Browns finally selected him with the 144th pick. All the way in the fifth round. It was a surprising slide, one that left many, including his agent, reportedly furious. It didn't just cost Sanders millions of dollars in projected earnings, it put him at a significant disadvantage entering this demanding league. That draft slide was the first setback, an unwelcome starting point for Sanders' professional story. And now, it seems he's facing a second setback, right from his very first days in the NFL environment. The setting: the Cleveland Browns rookie minicamp this past weekend. The moment: the first time the rookie quarterbacks took the field to practice together. And what many observers saw was a bit puzzling. Dillon Gabriel, the quarterback the Browns drafted in the third round, 2 rounds ahead of Sanders, was the one taking the first team reps designated for the rookies. And Shedeur Sanders, he was throwing second, the backup at a minicamp exclusively for first-year players. Now, that might sound like a small detail, right? Just the throwing order in an early practice. But in the context of Sanders' emotional draft slide, and the fact that he's entering an already incredibly crowded quarterback room in Cleveland, with Joe Flacco, expected starter, Kenny Pickett, backup, and now Gabriel, not being the one getting the priority reps, even just among rookies, feels like another cold splash of water. It reinforces the sense of a lower standing, of limited opportunities ahead. The article mentions Sanders was the 6th quarterback taken and lists some other QBs drafted before Gabriel. While the specific order of other players might be debatable, the reality is Sanders slid far deeper than many anticipated, and the Browns drafting another quarterback ahead of him at the same position only compounds the competitive situation. Sanders will face an uphill battle just to get practice snaps, especially when the veterans return this Monday. Every throw, every practice session will be an evaluation, an opportunity to prove his worth. Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski was asked directly if this throwing order reflected a depth chart hierarchy. He gave a somewhat familiar answer: "I wouldn't look into anything. You'll see the whole weekend. Going through the spring, we don't pay too close attention to who's in there first." Stefanski stated that both Sanders and Gabriel were, as advertised, but emphasized that there's immense work to be done, focusing on the minutiae of the position, technique things, and improving the operation. He said the goal of minicamp is to get them ready for when they join the veterans. The coach's